welcome to another episode of Cooking with Candyware. And today I will be showing you how to make a little BMO. So, if you can't tell, someone here is a big fan of Adventure Time. But by far, my favorite character, is BMO! So I wanted to make them, and this is what I came up with. Now, I used something different. I used my Mod Podge Dimensional Magic instead of resin inside its little face. I was thinking about using resin, but I didn't want to really have the hassle with something so little teeny weeny, so I thought it would be a good idea to try the Dimensional Magic, and this is what it's actually used for. You would dome things with it, so I thought, why not give that a shot? So I really hope you enjoy this DIY. This item I think took me about half an hour. Give or take, and I want to know in the description box below if you like these opening segments, and I'm thinking about maybe doing them more, and if you like me talking about why I made this little guy in the first place and how long each item took me to make. So as you can see, I made BMO into or put a little loop so that it can be made into a necklace, but you can definitely make them into earrings or even bypass putting the loop in it at all, and it can become a magnet or a pin or anything like that, even maybe a hair clip. So yes, without further ado, let's get started. So here are all the tools, and I'll leave them in the description box below. So here's the color that I made, and you can see the three colors that I used for this at the very bottom there. So you're just going to flatten out your clay until you make it into a rectangle. Now you want a pretty thick rectangle, and you'll see why later. So now I'm just going to trace out the square so I can map out where all of BMO's parts are going to be placed. So now I'm just blocking out the different shapes so that I have a clear idea as to where everything is going to be placed on BMO. So the next step is just to make all of those individual shapes. So the first one I'm going to do is the dark green color, greeny blue, and then I'm working with a lighter, more vibrant blue, and then from there it is light blue. So the first shape I made was a long rectangle, then a smaller rectangle, then a triangle, then the red is the button, so that's round, and then the last shape is the keypad. So you're going to make a square, and then from that you're going to just slowly cut away the little tiny sides to create the X shape. And then I'm rolling out a really thin snake, and that's going to be for BMO's face. So I put the BMO body in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and now I am cutting away the first portion, which is BMO's screen. So you just want to do this very carefully, and then from there I'm using that light mint, actually it is mint, mint color that I made, and really thin, because this is the pieces that are going to go inside of BMO. So on the very back you just put the first little piece really thin, and then from there you're going to cut really thin, long rectangles, and that's going to be placed on the very inside of the TV, i.e. their face, and then I'm just using a dotting tool and placing that in there. So once that's all placed, you can put that back together with the rest of BMO, and then just using your finger you can smooth out where the line was so that you don't see where it was cut in the first place. And now I'm just going back over everything, making sure everything looks really nice. Now we're going to place all of BMO's parts. So we've got the longer rectangle, then the button, which is the same color as the rectangle, then the X, i.e. the keypad, and then the triangle, the red button, and then the small little green button. And then at the very bottom we're putting that other really small rectangle that's blue, and there's 2 of those. And then you can just make sure everything looks right. I'm using a clay detailing tool to just make sure everything's placed where I want it to be. So now I am placing BMO's eyes, black, and then the mouth, just making it happy now. And that's what we have so far. So now I'm going to be adding in a head pin, and then it's time to bake. You could add in a head pin or a loop, whatever you'd wish. So once you're done baking, I added in some Dimensional Magic Mod Podge, and then you're just going to let that sit until it dries. And then once it was dry enough to touch, I varnished the rest of BMO with also the Dimensional Magic. And then I'm just letting that dry. And then there we have it, your very own BMO. Thanks so much, everyone. I love to inspire crafters. I believe that anyone can express themselves through cute DIYs and crafts. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section below, and this is what's coming up next week. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Have a great day.